So this sine squared cosine squared equals 1 thing is kind of a later in the unit thing. So I tossed it in here just to see what we would do with something like this. So, what is a possible value for cosine of theta? So we can actually draw a triangle and we can figure it out that way. All right, which is what I'm going to do. Or I could put it into sine squared. I just plug that in there and figure out what cosine squared is right from that formula. All right, but I'm just going to draw a triangle in. And now, knowing what we know right now, the negative is kind of confusing to me, but I'm like, I don't know. I know about sine, cosine, and tangent from a triangle like this. So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So I would just be like, all right, well, opposite is here, hypotenuse is here, and adjacent's there. So that means that's square root of 2, and that's 5. And then I would do this. Square root of 2 squared plus x squared equals 5 squared. It'd be 2 plus x squared equals 25 minus 2 minus 2. And I would get x squared equals 23, square root of 23. All right, so now that doesn't, maybe it works, let's see. All right, so adjacent over hypotenuse is square root of 23 over 5, and it's right there. Okay, now that's not completely mathematically correct for it, but it's good enough for a question like this. All right, I can go through and there's actually a couple other options that I could have gotten. None of those that are there. Okay, because it's going to have to be that same number but with a negative. All right, or 2 negatives, which would actually turn it back to a positive. So there's different things I can do, but that's the most straightforward thing, and it shows you that if you basically know the idea of this, you can solve most questions that you're going to get asked about this.